Yo YouTube, welcome back to the channel for another settings and updated class setup video. It's been I think it's been a few weeks, so I'm gonna go through. I think some things have changed slightly, nothing crazy, but let's go through it. For you guys that don't know, I managed to hit iridescent last season solo queue. These are my updated settings. Obviously you can see we're in crimson right now. I haven't really played too much this season, but yeah, let's go through. Let's start off with the class setup because I'm running currently 4 main classes. I know that with the update they got rid of the cipher and stuff like that, so I am now running my main 4 classes. Let's go through and explain what to use and when. Starting off with, I'm gonna say my favorite gun right now, it's actually the C9. This gun is cooking. I'm not gonna lie, this is cooking. It's a really important reason why we're gonna go through it. First of all, this is the build I have. The compensator gives you a little bit of vertical recoil control. Then we go to the long barrel, which allows us to have a bit more damage range, which is very nice. Then we have the Ranger foregrip, horizontal recoil control, and sprinting movement speed. So it just adds a bit of mobility while also controlling the recoil. Very nice. Then we go through to the ergonomic grip, my absolute favorite. Allows you to basically slide around. It just makes it nice and easy, especially with omni movement. I think this is one of the must-haves in your game. And then we have the stock. We have the balanced stock. Overall, really good build. And we're gonna go through why I think it's probably the best gun to use in rank play, in my opinion, as an SMG. But we'll go through that in a second once we go through the other build. So that's gonna be my main C9 build. As you can see, we have flashbang just because it's broken. Most time concussions are what the pros use, but because flashbang is so broken, I have them on because why not? Then we go through, and I prefer a Semtex for my sub. In S&D, I would prefer a frag grenade, but I just prefer Semtexes for the sub. The reason why is when you're up close and personal, I think it's a bit easier to chuck a Semtex and you can kind of manipulate the map like that. But I think frags are good as well, just wherever you prefer. I think the assault pack is actually pretty good. I don't really use it. I think it's really good, but at the same time, trophies I think are a must-have because of how many people chuck equipment. Just the more trophies you have, the more likely you are to hold a point and just map controls. I think trophies are broken, and that's why the pros are only allowed 2 a map. So if the pros are only allowed 2 a map, that means they're quite strong. So we should, we should make the most out of it and have 4 in rank play because everyone else is going to use it. We don't want to be left behind. Perk 1, I do see some people use gung-ho. I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest with you. I'm more of a ninja, and to be honest with you, I do normally run flak jacket. But I just like dexterity. I really do. I just feel like I just like it. I like dexterity more. Sometimes when I get annoyed, when I feel like I'm getting, getting shot a lot or whatever, getting naded a lot, then I will put flak jacket on. So yeah, I would say maybe I have 2 classes. Feel free to see what you like. It is annoying not running flak jacket. It is annoying dying by grenades, but like I said, it's just kind of, between the two, whatever you prefer. But I don't think anything else is good. So I wouldn't run quartermasters or anything like that. I think it has to be double time. Double time you have to have. Okay, let me go through that. Double time you have to have is perk 3, in my opinion. Perk 2, you have to have fast hands because it's the only option. For perk 1, I think you have to have ninja. When your perk greed comes, I think it's dexterity or flak jacket. Most time people go with flak jacket. Again, I go with dexterity. Then we go through to our next class at Ames. You can see attachment-wise exactly the same, but for this one, I definitely need flak jacket. This is more about power positions and stuff. I think without flak jacket, you get absolutely fried. So this is the class I have for my 5 attachments. We have Kepler Microflex, Ported Compensator, Reinforced Barrel, Vertical Grip, and the Ergonomic Grip. We go through, and in this situation, I actually run the pistol, that normal fast mag quick draw. You can see there's nothing really crazy in the pistol. It's basically the exact same thing you can have, but the only one difference I would say is I have actually, why do I have concussion? I don't need that, so we'll go back to that. Again, Semtex, I kind of just mix between the two. I like Semtex with my Ames right now because this is my kind of like faster Ames build, I would say. So I kind of actually no, this is actually my slow Ames build, so I'm gonna put a frag on it for now, leave everything else the same, and then this is my faster Ames build. This is more of my super build, and this one I think is really good. I think you guys are gonna love this. So this normal build, 5 attachments. This one we actually get rid of the flak jacket, we put on gunfire. This is my do it all Ames. I love this one. So what we do, exact same attachments, but we add on the infiltrator stock. You can see aim walking movement speed, right? So what that means is when we're strafing, we are moving, bro. Like we're actually moving left and right really fast. So you can see we're actually, like, look how fast we are. So this for me is a super weapon. So I really like this one, and it's really just down to the stock. And then just to give you a little bit more control, even though you don't really need it, we have the recoil springs as well. So I really like this one. I'm still testing out some of these ones. I know some people do use recoil springs, some people don't, so I'm kind of trying to find the balance. But to be honest with you, most of the time I do just run the gunfighter. I actually really like it. I stack the weapon. It is a little bit annoying not having flak jacket, but it's not the end of the world, especially with the amount of trophies on the map. And if you guys are like playing a bit slower, maybe you want to lock down a lane, you could, if you wanted to, put flak jacket on over ninja. But I personally feel like ninja is kind of important to have. But again, it depends on your playstyle. If you guys are never like out in the open, you're constantly holding power positions, then have flak jacket, have gunfire. You're not going to use a gunfire. Then we go through to the Jackal, which recently has changed again. We got the gain twist barrel now, the only barrel available. Then we have the Ranger foregrip, the ergonomic grip. We have the balance stock and the recoil springs. it's been nerfed a bit. I don't like it as much. It's all right. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just there. It's kind of just you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of there. It's all right. It's all right. But this is why I think the C9 for me is better right now. I think close range of C9 is better. I think close range of C9 is better. Just generally, like when you're up close and personal, I just think the C9 is better. But medium range, I think the Jackal is maybe slightly better. But now that we've been nerfed with the barrel and the Jackal, I think the C9 has more of a chance. And I think the C9 is actually better than I thought at medium range. So at medium range, basically, you know when you have like a close range SMG, you think, oh, it's only going to be good close range. This is one of those weird weapons where it's actually not bad at medium as well. So you can get some good shots off. So I really like the C9. I feel like the Omni movement is so smooth with it. You feel nice. The POV feels good. I really like the C9. I actually think it's my go-to SMG right now over the Jackal. Recently, I've kind of leaned a bit more to the C9 and I've really started liking it more. I think it's the medium range that goes for me because if this gun couldn't shoot medium range, I probably would stick to the Jackal. It's more all-rounded, but the fact that this is better close range and it's still good medium range, I think it's a very, very good weapon. Jackal's still like a nice all-round weapon, but just, you know, getting rid of the barrel, I think they nerfed it a little bit, and it's just like, you know, now the nerf's there, I think the C9's a bit better. And those are the classes. Let's get through right into the settings. So going through, we're gonna start off with quick settings. I put a couple of quick settings there just to make it nice and easy for me if I'm switching anything. But let's go through controller because I'm not on keyboard and mouse. Start off with default flipped. I am playing on a scuff controller with paddles. I do have an IQ controller. Let me quickly open that up for you guys. For you guys that are asking, I've seen some of you guys asking what my Envisions. This is a scuff Envision. Highly recommend getting one, by the way. And this is why. If you guys look here, you can see I've got my D-pad. This is for my live marking. So whenever I need to live mark someone, I'll press as a button on the side. That way my index finger, I don't have to take off my R1. Like my index finger's over there, right? So my index finger's like that. So I can just push it down and it presses that button. So I can ping people without doing anything. And the left side is basically dolphin diving for me. So if I need to dolphin dive, I can push the left one down. And if I need to ping, I can push the right one down. So it's like having two paddles, but instead of having it at the back, it's on the side of your controller. So I kind of just like that. And I map one to jump and one to slide. So that's why I recommend having it. Some people have asked about my thumbsticks. I haven't even touched them. So they're exactly how they are like that. I haven't touched them. I've left them like that. And there you go. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys to have that. Then we go through, yeah, 1.65, just nice and standard. That's basically 7.7, exactly what you want there. Like I said, I play default flipped. If you guys do not have a scuff, what I do recommend trying is, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's stick and move. I always get this one wrong. It's one of these ones. It's something that you, yeah, it might be stick and move, but bumper jumper, something like that. But look what Abeezy used. Abeezy used to use it. I think it is stick and move. But you guys can let me know down in the comments. Either way, there's something there that allows you to jump with your, yeah, you could jump with your right stick. It's so good because it allows you to jump without moving your right thumb off your right stick. And you guys need that because you want to be able to jump shot while maintaining your aim. Very important. So that's why I have it on default flipped. Off, off, off. There you go. We can switch it if you want. I always switch it. Here are my dead zones as well. A lot of people have been asking. So this is kind of my dead zones. 365, 399. I would say recommend trying it, having a go with it. Dead zones, for you guys that don't know, is basically your left stick minimum. So what this means is how far you need to go with your left stick before it starts to take action, essentially. And then the maximum is the other way around. So it's like the maximum amount you need to go for it to fully reach its potential, right? So for example, how do we test this? Does it let me test it? Test it. Okay, cool. So look at this. You see if I go left like that much, that's technically the full amount. So if I'm trying to do omni movement, my stick maxed at 65, right? So what that means is if I move it 65% of the way, it thinks I'm going 100%. So if I move my stick all the way, and this is me moving my stick all the way in real life, but you can't tell because it's getting stuck inside. So let's say we had it really low. If I move my stick a little bit left, the game would think I'm sprinting left, right? Does that make sense? So if you move forward a little bit, on your stick, the game thinks you're going all the way forward. So the lower you have your maximum left stick, that's what happens. And the right stick, the reason why you want to have that higher is because you want more control with your aim. If you want to aim a little bit, you can aim a little bit. If you want to go all the way right, you go all the way right. With the left stick, it's a bit different because the left stick is more for strafing and moving and stuff like that. So that's why people have it like that, and that's why the difference is there. Triggers, same thing. You have it on 0-0, and the left stick minimum is the minimum amount of contact before it starts to get activated. If it's on 0, like right now, if it was on 0, what would happen is it would always activate when right now look at this. You see it would activate all the time because of stick drift. So it will start activating before you do anything, just from the controller itself. So you want to put it on somewhere where it doesn't activate, but as soon as you touch it, it starts moving, and that's where you find the balance. Most of the time it is around 3. So yeah, that's it. That's for dead zones. Hopefully that helps you guys out. So 365, 399. Then we go through, and that's it for dead zone. We go to aiming now. We have sensitivity. I don't touch that. I don't really think any of this is important to touch. The one thing I would say is dynamic. Absolutely put that on dynamic. Very, very important. That is my setting. So that, leave it nice and simple. Just put dynamic on. If you're not, you're trolling. Simple as that. Then we go through, nothing else I touch here. Literally don't even look at this. I have it off, and that's what I need to know. Movement, sprint assist is on. Very, very important. Is this? Yeah, I think this is fine. It should be, unless it got reset. No, I think this is good. It doesn't. I don't think it got reset, but I'm just having a look. I think this is fine. It looks fine so far. Hopefully it hasn't got reset, but yeah, we'll keep it like this. We'll keep it like this. Okay, cool. Let's go through it. Then we go through. And that's it. Then yeah, this is the most important one, single tap sprint. Make sure you got single tap sprint on, so important. And that's it. Then we go through to combat. Again, nothing really crazy. Those were the main settings in my opinion. Then we go to FOV. This is my monitor, got a Samsung G7 Odyssey. We go through. Graphic settings. I'm just going to quickly skim through them. You guys can just copy them if you want. I've got it for the best FPS possible. Just going to really quickly go through them. You guys can pause it as we go along. I don't really need to go through them. It's just the best for graphics. You guys can test it out yourself. The only difference I would say is 100 FOV I want to, and I really like it. So there you go. Then we go across, turn your motion blur off, and that is going to be it. Those are all the settings you need to have in your game to reach the potential rank. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.